Hey guys, how you doing? Mike Tanik here, and I am glad to welcome you back to more Imperator Rome, as we are fresh off the heels of victory as Macedon against Taulantia and Epirus. And I did notice something here that I apparently screwed up. Taulantia still exists in the form of this fort territory right here. And that is okay because we have them surrounded and basically unable to do anything. But they do still have their underlings up here, Kavia and Abria. I'm not really going to worry too much about that right now, considering we have them conquered and surrounded. But what we do have to do now is fill the governorship here. Oh, here we go. Incendiary slave speaks across Aceros. A hot-headed slave with a talent for oration by the name of Chericles has been stirring up his fellow bondsmen in the city of Aceros. The local authorities have so far managed to keep the situation under control, but the brazen fool continues to hold forth on the corruption and unfairness of the political system, with Cassandros I Antipatrid receiving honorable mentions. The slave population of the entire province of Amathia has by now heard of his exploits, and the city elites and slave owners are demanding immediate action to ensure the status quo is not disturbed further and that any slave rebellion is crushed before it can be allowed to foment. Well, you've messed with the wrong person, Mr. Slave, because we are Cassandros Antipatrid, and this guy kills everyone around him who poses even the slightest risk. So, let's see. Round up the troublemaker and his supporters and crucify them. We gain a lot of tyranny. Let's see. Divide the group and deal with the leader. Charicles. Oh, we could get Charicles as a character. I don't think that is a good idea. I don't want this rabble rouser in the ranks of usable characters. So let's go ahead and do divide the group and deal with the leader. And that will do local slave output minus 15%, and we lose 15 political influence. But we do gain popularity, so we will do it that way. So, back to governorship here. Now, we do have scorned families. Before I assign this, we do have scorned families. And the Elamiatid family is scorned. Now, are you actually good at anything? That is my question. I'm not seeing a lot of talent here, guys. I'm really not. I'm sorry that you're feeling scorned. I really am. But you need to get good. You got to get good, man, before you get a job with me. I'm sorry. So they're going to continue to be scorned. Anyway, who's our best guy here? He's only 22. 5 corruption. He's talented. He certainly is, but he's 100% loyal, and he has greedy as a personality trait. Well, how do you define greed? You're hired. Let's just put it like that. All right. The governor policy here, civilization effort. How civilized are they? 34. Not bad, but I don't know if that is the best. We don't need to convert. We definitely don't need conversion. Civilization would be nice. Because we are getting into pseudo-barbarian lands here. So I will let that stand for now. The governor policy of civilization stand. Because I'm not gonna. We don't need to rack up any more tyranny by changing this stuff. Okay, so that's fine. Next. Pretender support. Okay, so we got people all over the board supporting 2 different characters. There's Antipatrid, and Alexarchos Antipatrid. I get the feeling that those are my children. Hang on. Oh, yeah. We got people supporting 2... Okay. Well, look. They are supporting 2 of my younger children. And they all seem to... Okay. Our oldest is 19. He's 18. He's 16. And their skill levels seem to be all over the boards. The middle kids, Antipatros, doesn't seem to be too talented at anything, nor does the rightful heir. But he is the rightful heir. And as bad as that is, as bad as his skills are, oh, and are they bad? Well, I have a talentless pool of children. I really do. But as it stands, we cannot afford wars of succession. So we are going to have to make sure that these characters actually... Yeah, we're going to have to start to demand support for the heir. I'm sorry. I'm not messing with you guys. Who else? That's Pleistarchos, Diomedes. Oh, Diomedes Elamatid. That's the guy. Elamiatid, who's scorned. Well, look, you need to support the heir. I'm going to demand support there. How does that do? Yeah. And who else? Hyakinthos Leonidid. Alright. Let's do that. Characters. Let's do show characters, show families. Which one of you bastards is it? Yeah, demand support for heir. That's the way it's going to go. Okay. Hopefully that takes care of that particular... because that could turn into a crisis real quick, guys. I think you know that. So what I was thinking as well was we need... while we have conquered territories around us, we do need some reliable allies. And I was thinking of Triballia as that might fit that bill. Triballia neighbors Odrysia, which is a subject of Thrace. And Thrace broke away as our allies. And they are going the way of the Phrygians. Whatever the Phrygians tell them to do, they are going to do. I get the feeling. So we need someone on their border to keep them sane, to keep them from coming at us too hard. Not to mention that Triballia, they are allied with nations to their north and south, I believe. Yes. Dardania. So that could be a good ally and potential deterrent to Odrysia. So let's go ahead and do that. I wanted our relations to be better, but apparently that doesn't matter. So I'm going to do that. And that is going to provide a threat to the north of Thrace, and therefore to the north of Phrygia. Since we don't have to worry necessarily about what's going on up here. They are not going to attack us, because we have a buffer here from Paeonia. And we lost the Olympics. I believe we sent the guy that was in prison, so it's not surprising that we lost, but okay, fine. Alright, and we are taking attrition here. Let's get you to a bigger city. There we go. We'll take it to the Illyrian capital, or Epirot capital. Now, what I want to do, guys, is I really would like to finish up this mission that we have here. The mines of Chalkidiki. And we are only missing one more mine, and that would be right here, which I believe we can now build. Yes, we can. Pardon me. There we go. Okay, so we are now building that mine. And with the remainder of our money, which we do have some coming in now, it's we have 1179 coming in, because I have taken the liberty of reducing the maintenance of both the fleet and the army while we don't need them immediately. And while we're doing that, we have a serious amount of trade offers flowing in. Let's see. So they're probably trying to trade what we have just captured from the province of Epirus. Yeah, we can trade away what's there. And that took care of all of them. So they're all trying to get livestock from there, and that's fine. So looking at our tactical situation here, should we go to war with these factions to the east of us, we do have at least a level 1 fort protecting us from whatever bad is incoming. And at least from that angle, however, Phrygia does have a province right here. They have a territory right here in the Hellas. So We do have to watch that because they could come through up this direction, although we do have a fort there, which will hold them briefly, I'm sure. Alright, let's see. Leather from Illyria Graecia. Yep. Yep, we will trade that. And, you know, pardon me again, the big gap in our line is right about here. Jeez, guys, sorry, I'm already losing my voice into this episode. Ambracia. Ambracia could use a fort. And it could be torn down later. I wouldn't be unhappy with that. That would be fine. So I think we should build, what do we have here now? A theater and 2 training camps. That's good. But what we do need is a fortress to block our southern approaches. And we can offset the cost of that fortress by getting rid of the one here. Yeah, the province of Passerone. We can get rid of this one. There we go. And make a little money back doing it. So I'm happy with that. Now what I really want to invest in, guys, is tech. I am a tech junkie, and that was pointed out by either Stone or Slater Clark, one of the viewers, who did remind me, make sure you put some, you know, some serious investment into the academies, into, you know, the things that are going to give you the most research. Now here, I believe we do not have an academy in Amathia, and we have 5.45 research points, so this would be a great place. Yeah, look at that. We would get 0.38 research points, so let's go ahead and put one there. Liberation. The Council of Larissa have taken it upon themselves to free a sizable quantity of privately owned slaves. We could intervene if we think it best. Letting slaves get too comfortable could have repercussions. Okay, for freedom. I would gain... Okay, so a Thessalian slave in Larissa... 2 Thessalian slaves in Larissa become freemen, and I gain 5 popularity. Or we could get a lot of money in... No, we need the popularity right now, and I don't mind slaves becoming freemen. We captured a lot of slaves during the last war. Okay, pirates. Pirates. Pirate Haven. Okay, guys, this is our time to shine. Now it's time to hunt down the pirate havens. Which I don't know that we can do yet. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we have to pass a law that basically distances us from, not slaves, from pirates. Yes. Okay, so that enables the route out pilot's unit ability. But we have to have greater than 30 ships, and we have 28 now, so let's just build us a couple smaller ships. Real easy. 5 gold apiece. Let's get some limbos. And I believe we also have a pirate haven out this direction somewhere, and I'm gonna have to find, if you guys could help me out with this one, I know somewhere in the territory info panel here, it does say whether or not there is a pirate haven there, because I would like to actually be able to get rid of all the pirate havens in our provinces, so we'll do that. Okay, so where did that go? Okay, you're coming around. Good. And, ooh, we're still suffering attrition here. Where could we go to not suffer attrition? Not Apollonia, maybe Apollonia, but where, there must be a city of some magnitude up here. What do we need? Yep. Okay, so the unit weight is 1850. And what is the support here? I'll have to find out. Yeah, supply limit 18. We just need bigger than 18. We need more supply. Oh man, this is bad. Here we go. Yeah, get yourselves over there. So yeah, I do want to pass the anti-piracy law for a few reasons. Well, first, let's look at it. Show laws. Anti-piracy edict. That increases monthly general loyalty. Monthly governor loyalty goes down. And that likely is because they are not getting as much pay. you know, they're not making that piracy pay. And we are able to get an anti-piracy Cassius Belli. Anyone harboring pirates, we can go ahead and say, you know what, man, no. We're taking your stuff. And that's the way it's going to be. So I'm okay with that. Now, this guy, man, 87 years old. And now he's influencing Demetrius. Why? Huh. He's influencing his son. I know that's the heir, the guy that we just made friends with. So I'm kind of hoping that their leader drops dead before that. What is his health at? 6.5%. I don't think he's going to finish that ambition. I really don't. He has 6.5% health. Will you die already, man? And let Phrygia and the Macedonians become friends. Okay, so here's the deal. This guy did not want to stop endorsing... Well, there's two of them. I've demanded that they do not endorse my other sons, but there are two guys. You know what? These two are still endorsing Antipatros Antipatrid, one of my sons, not the rightful heir. So what we're going to have to do, their loyalty is already low, so, you know what, we're going to smear their reputation. And that will make people not necessarily listen to what they have to say. If two very unpopular people are trying to endorse a really bad candidate, even in Imperator Rome, that does help. It's either that or I have to assassinate my own son. And which son is it? It is, yeah, Antipatros. I really don't want to have to do that. Because we have our rightful heir already, and... Right, the 19-year-old. So what's with you? Yeah, you looking all smug over there. What's your power base? 7.1. Okay, so what is the power base of our rightful heir? Oh, wow. He does not have a power base at all. I think it's time he find a spouse. And I say that because that will kind of help solidify the fact that he is the next in line. So first we will go by loyalty. And next we will go by finesse. Because of the fact that, you know, he has a low finesse. And if you want to be a ruler, then you have to have some finesse. How old is she? She is 40. She has 10 finesse. Not good. Another member of the Antipatrid family, if we want to go that route. Let's see. What are her traits? Cold, shrewd, blunt. No. You know what? She might be past childbearing age, the best one here. What about Philista Antipatrid? She has good military as well and good charisma. So she's crafty, pious, and a benefactor. Yes, how old is she? 35. Oh, man, you're still marrying. You're still kind of marrying up. Okay, what about martial skill? Because that is actually important too. And we're just, man, it's just a bunch of old ladies. It really is just a bunch of old ladies. What about zeal? Rulers can get by on zeal. I'm sorry, charisma. Here we go. Pardon me. Narcissa Antipatrid, another member of the Antipatrid family, which could work out for us. She is prominent, devout, cautious, and sarcastic. Ooh, diplomatic reputation -3. Oh, because of a little bit of sarcasm. Jeez, guys. Okay, Somali Antipatrid is 29 years old. Has fairly high charisma. What are her traits? Abrasive, rash, corrupt. Okay. I guess we can't have it all. You know what? Even despite this debuff, the diplomatic reputation, we can get by on that. We can get by. So let's go ahead and arrange marriage. Yeah, with Narcissa. A suitable match. Yes, let us arrange festivities. There. Now, once he has children, that should kind of start to put an end to this pretender support, which I don't really like. I really don't like. The power base is bad. I might have to off my very own boy. My own boy. That dumbass middle child. Yeah, Antipatros supporters. He doesn't have nearly as much supporters, but it's enough that it makes me upset. And we can do this as well. So let's go. Do we want to pay 100 political influence? Demand oaths of allegiance. Because what I'm trying to avoid, guys, is people branching off and possibly starting secession revolts. I don't think it's bad enough yet that we have to demand oaths of allegiance. So I will leave that be. That will be in our back pocket for later. But in the meantime, we can afford a new technology, which we just buy now still. I would like to get humane conduct on our record here, as that will give us a diplomatic reputation of +1 +1, which I like, and that works. Okay, good. So let's have a second look at our laws. I believe we can pass that law now, because I think we have enough ships. So let's show laws. Yes, we can do the anti-piracy edict, which I would like to do. Because we are not one to harbor pirates. That is just not who we are. Alright. Good. Now that that is done, we should be able to... Let's see. Root out pirates. Oh, Thessalonica doesn't have... It would have the following effect. Pirate Haven is removed. Okay, so somewhere there is a pirate haven, and I'm gonna find it. Huh. I wonder where it was. I guess... Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out exactly where the pirate haven indicator is, because we are not having much luck here. Possibly in Cassandaria. Possibly. Okay. So, are we still building the mine here? Yes. Okay, that'll be finished in November of this year. So, in the meantime, what we are going to do in the cities is try to... In the cities with the most research happening, we are going to try to build... They are on a raid from a pirate haven in Skyros. And where might that be, my good friends? Where might that be? Okay, not near us, that's for sure. Well, kind of near us, but can I get there? I wonder. Is that a possibility? Can I walk there? No, looks like not. I wonder why. Well, you know what? I'll probably have to take the boats. So let's do this. It's time to get rid of these pirates. While we're waiting for other things. But anyway, I said I wanted to start upgrading our academies, so we can start to get just that little edge on our opponents of research speed. But it's all a matter of finding the places with the highest research points, which I believe we have... Yep, one academy here. What about in Pella, our capital? Yep, we do have an academy there. Other larger cities like Larissa, 3.19 research. Not the best. Not the best. But here would be a good place just to have it. That will boost our research by 0.22. So again, as with everything in Imperator Rome, it takes a little bit of time to get everything done. And it's all about accumulating those tiny little bonuses, because, you know, me coming from other strategy games, I've always always wanted to get like that big, huge payoff at the end of the day, but that one thing that tips the scales like hugely in our favor, which Paradox is pretty, they're pretty stingy with those kind of things. So alright, we are here and we are going to root out the pirate haven, and that's going to up our local tax by a lot. Alright, and the pirate haven is gone, apparently. just like that. Okay, what do we have here? Iron. Alright, excellent. Now let's get these boys home. Actually, back to the capital. Let's take them back to the capital. To Pella. Alright, and how are we doing here? We are building a fortress. Good. We got rid of the fortress there. That's right. So next, this guy has to be dead by now. Good. Look at that, guys. The ruler of Phrygia has died. The pirate patch extraordinaire has passed on. Now, we are friends with him, his successor, which is also his son. And this guy has some crazy skills on him. We are not anywhere near able to become an alliance, but what we can do is start to improve opinion and start to see if we can start to wedge in these little tiny guarantees here and there. Any little thing we can make, anything we can do to make Phrygia not attack us anytime soon. And I know we're probably burning some bridges with the Seleucids by cozying up to them, but... Well, okay, yes, we will ask for military access from the Seleucids, which is what we want. Now, what about Egypt? Is there anything to be done about Egypt? They think that we are okay. Now, what treaties can we get with them? We can ask for military access and also give them military access, which would... Okay, good. They gave us military access, and yeah, that could make it just a little more easy for us to not go to war with them, to put it dumbly and plainly. So that is actually my biggest concern right now, are Egypt and Phrygia crashing down on us. Now, let's see. Ooh, we're almost done here. Yes, because it is almost November. So we have to start to look at our next conquest. What I want to do is go south, and the issue down here being is that they are all in a defensive league, and some of these states are guaranteed by Phrygia, which makes me really nervous. So it's all about choosing the right state to go to war with. Now, I know this state here, Boeotia, they are guaranteed by Phrygia, so they are not the ones to justify against at all. But what I am thinking of is Acarnania. Acarnania, they're in the defensive alliance, which is great for them, but they are not guaranteed by Phrygia, so I'm thinking we could start... Uh-oh. Philippos Antipatrid request responsibility. The heir to Macedon, Philippos Antipatrid, has asked to take on some of the responsibilities of rulership from Cassandros I Antipatrid. Though young, Philippos Antipatrid is confident and has the necessary capabilities to be an effective administrator. Now, what I imagine this does is it probably starts to build up some of his skills, which I would really like to do, because he needs to. Anything that would help him become a better ruler, he's got my vote. But if he gets all stabby on me, we're changing the rules here. We're definitely changing the rules. So, all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to fabricate a claim against Acarnania and see what comes of it. Yep, province of Aetolia. We gotta have it. And if I recall, there are actually some pretty rich provinces here. There's pottery, olives, what else do you guys got? And marble. Yeah, definitely worth going to war over, if ever there was a reason. So now we can call down another omen. Now, what do we need the most? Aggressive expansion, we have none of. Or do we? No, we do have a lot of aggressive expansion. I think since we're going to continue to attack, we should probably get the blessing of Zeus to reduce our aggressive expansion. That is much needed. We can do another invention. Let's see, herbalism, global food modifier, morale recovery, claim fabrication, improve opinion maximum, tribesman output, starting experience, ship damage taken. Let's do ship damage taken. That would be nice. Because I know we don't have the biggest navy on the block, so any little bit we can get helps. Oh god, this guy. Play Starkos. You dirty damned researcher, you got nothing. You got nothing. You can... Oh god, Antipatros. I gotta keep an eye on him. He is not gonna... My middle child, Antipatros, is not going to take kindly to the fact that he has supporters and that his brother, kind of the dumb kids of the bunch, is not, you know, he gets to be the ruler. So, is there anything to be done about that? I'm sure there is. He's far more skilled, and you know, if I had a choice, I would ask Antipatra to be the next ruler, just for his slightly better talent, but, you know, my boys, they're not the most skilled boys. That's the problem. Alexandros will make a great general one day, I think. He has 8 martial skill. But the rest of them, I mean, man, look at the loyalty here. Look at the loyalty. You disloyal little bastard. I have to bribe my own son to be loyal to the family. That's what it's taken. Because, again, wars of succession do not typically turn out well for the country. Especially when we have all the plotting and scheming that is available in Imperator Rome. Oh boy. Philippos Antipatrid's inept leadership. Evidently it was a mistake to grant Philippos Antipatrid more responsibility. Attempts at statecraft and diplomacy of... Oh boy. Macedon loses 5 legitimacy. Philippos, he loses popularity and prominence. God. You know, I should have known better when he said he wanted to be a bureaucrat. Come on, man. Okay, what are you doing now? Sponsoring games? Good. You need something, man. You need something to up your popularity because you are not doing so hot. Boy. Lousy, ill-bred boy. God! I would have the damn luck of being stuck with this bastard. Okay, the patriotic citizens in Pella are ecstatic at our benevolent rule. In honor of our majesty, they have kindly raised a rather pitiful sum of gold, hoping to procure some political favor. We simply hadn't the heart to tell them that their gift wasn't a trifle. Yay, we get more money, so what are we going to do with it? We got 78. 78 muns. So here's what we're going to do with it. Let's look at some of the cities we captured. What can we do to improve any of this? And Brachia is getting... Okay, 2.14 research, 1.14 research. No, that won't do at all. That won't do. Let's see. Okay, here... Okay, yeah, here we could build another academy. Let's build an academy. Get our research points up as high as possible. And we could probably do another. I would like to build a second academy in our capital, Pella. Yeah, that's going to get us 0.36 research. So while that's happening, we do need to start moving our troops down this direction. Because we will be going to war soon against the League of Southern Greece, the Defensive League of Southern Greece. So let's get us moving. That would be great. And that, my friends, that war is going to have to wait for next time. So if you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing. It means the world to me. And please, if you have any advice leave your comments in the description. Not in the description. Leave your comments below. And I do read them, and I do take them to heart if they make sense, and implement them wherever I can. Thank you guys again for watching. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.